So, you all know I love my Sips by Box, right? I really do. I love tasting the different teas from different countries and all the things. I really, really do. They have one issue alone. When they send their little tea bags, let me get this up here. Usually there's only 2, maybe 3 with this little tag in it, which I use to help when I'm looping. The others have nothing on them. So if I try to loop it around, it slides right off. This is not helpful, Sips by. Not at all. And tying it is a pain in the butt. I know I should probably get some sort of other kind of tea strainer, but I keep looking for them and I don't like anything I find. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know down below. Because I don't think Sips by is going to fix this anytime soon. So hello and welcome to domytriesthis. I hope you brought your cuppa. Today's coffee mug has a luminescent holographic background with a deer on the front. I'm sure you all can guess who found it for me because she finds everything. But yes, it has trees and it has little, I think that's a little bud or something on there. It might be, what are you? That's a bird. There's a bird that tells you how blind I am. And then we have our deer and everything. It's a very, very pretty mug. And in this mug is our last tea for November, for our November Sips by box. This is the Davidson's Tea Organic Herbal Tea Hibiscus. It's a loose tea. It's a kind of a chunkier tea, as you can see. Going to see. It's got chunks. And this has hibiscus, orange peel, cinnamon, and lemon myrtle, which sounds amazing. It started steeping just about a minute ago, a little bit longer. Yes, kitten. I have no idea which of the 3 that was. But it came up a beautiful color, but of course, you know, I put in milk, and that ended up changing the color just a little bit. It's still a gorgeous color. It's like a ruby. This would be a really red tea without milk, I think. At any rate, we're going to go ahead and give her a sip and get started. Not getting anything scent-wise, because it's only been about a minute. That's Nova. It's really hot. I'm getting the lemon. I'm going to let that sit. That tastes interesting. I'm really hoping that that flavor will strengthen and improve and define itself a bit more as we go along. I know we sit here for a while. Anyway, so today we are stopping my stash for the month of December. I love December. December is Christmas, and that used to be like the month for me. We would put our decorations up on Thanksgiving, and I always told my ex, you can have the kids for Christmas Eve. I get them from Christmas Day, period. You can have them for any other holiday. I get them for Christmas Day. And I had a themed tree at the time, and we still do the same meal for the most part. But things have had to be toned down a little bit because of money and because we are in a tiny apartment that does not have room for any kind of tree. Still one of those times of the year that I do enjoy. I love the festivities of the season. Not a big celebratory in terms of the religion part of it anymore, but I do really enjoy the season itself, and it is one of my favorite seasons. So we are going to be getting ready for Christmas this year, with our makeup and stuff. Let's start with the stuff that's in my basket. I have a few things that are going in. I don't think I have much that's going out. Let me take a look here. No, pretty much everything is going to stay. So we will be having this custom palette, which, by the way, is part of what I did this look with. You will have a video for that going up soon. But this is one of the ColourPop buyout palettes. It's the Your Dreamy empty Z palette type thing, and it's my Christmas palette that I created. I think I've had this for about 2 years. Please excuse the thumping. We've had the neighbors are home, and while they were quiet for a little while, they've gone back to being very noisy. At any rate, and the kittens are tearing something up. At any rate, this is, I think this is about 2 years old, and back then, in fact, this year they're doing the same thing. All the palettes that came out were really strange for Christmas. There were a lot of browns. Hold, please. Turns out that wasn't the kittens at all. We had something fall off the wall. At any rate. So like I was saying, this is about 2 years old. But at the time, they were doing a lot of browns with a pop of this color or a pop of that color. And some of them had some colorful things, but none of them reminded me of Christmas. You know, the golds, the silvers, the blues, the greens, the reds. I didn't see any of that in anything like that the year that I made this. And in fact, for a couple of years before that, or the year before that, I'm not quite sure how long I was into makeup at the time. So I made a Christmas palette. That's Christmas. Anyway, so this is going to go in our, in for the month of December. It's not in there now. I have the Muerte palette, which I'm not putting in. I have my Urban Decay Heavy Metals palette. This is another older palette. Pardon the messy mirror. I use it to do, I spray that to do eyeliner and stuff. But we're going to put that in for this month as well. I have one more Christmas palette that I will be pulling. I'm still working on this Tarte Big Ego. This is almost gone though. I have to say, I like the Big Ego. I got a large size, I believe, in a BoxyCharm, one of my last BoxyCharms. I really enjoyed it. This, however, this sample size, I would have preferred to get a deluxe sample or a travel size. This is a pain in the butt. I used one of my Mamacitas. All the Mamacitas are staying, so that's pretty standard. I have the ColourPop. It's my pleasure. I'm thinking about this one. I have one other palette that I definitely want to bring in, and 2 that need to stay. I should say 3. So this is going to go out. This is not going to go in. I'm thinking about it now. I have a number of palettes that are staying for whatever reason. For review reasons and stuff like that. So we're going to try not to do that. Most everything else in here is not stuff that's been in there or stuff that is standard for what I'm using. So anyway, we have 2 palettes that are going to be going in for sure. I do have a couple of lipsticks that I should show you that I'm going to continue to keep in there that I'm trying to finish using up. That would be this ColourPop and Bretman Rock. The reason I'm trying to use this up is it's a little over a year old. Need to get it done. I believe these have, well, what do you say? These usually have a year to 18 months, so we are getting close on this one. And then I'm using up this e.l.f. lip oil because this one has no tag on it because I don't remember when I got it, and I'm trying to get it gone as a result. So safety first, you know. Alrighty, so with the basket done, let's go through our drawers. I'm just going to go ahead and sit like this because it's just easier. We're going to be turning you around for everything else we're going to do. But what we had sitting in our stuff from November, we had the Picante palette. I'm pulling this one. I used it quite a bit. You can see that I used it quite a bit. Some of those are really dug into, but it's time to take that out. I have this Moira Sweet Paradise. I'm going to keep it in for now. I have used it a number of times, but I am trying to get it ready for review. So I'm going to keep it in for now. It may end up going out. I will say I'm not reaching for this as much as I'd hoped. I was really enjoying it at first. I do have a late addition to my November stash, and that was the See You Later palette that was sent to me by Shanice. I absolutely love this palette. Let's not blind you with the pretty mirror. I love this palette. As you can see, I'm already digging into it, and it's got quite a few Christmas greens and blues and golds, so I'm going to keep this one in. So this is going to stay in. The Moira is going to stay in. The Carroty is going out. And put these over here, and then I'm going to start pulling drawers because the drawers are just easy to pull. All right, so starting at the bottom, I have this Rare Beauty. I'm going to have more than enough palettes. I do want to keep it in there, but I'm not going to this month. We will get back to you for review. The Kaleidos, I'm almost ready. I think I'm pretty much ready. I have not been reaching for this, though, so I don't know if I should keep it or not. I'm going to pull it for now, and hopefully I'm going to put it in my new drawer where my new stuff is, because it is still fairly new. I'm going to put it in my new drawer, and then we will try to get back to it at the beginning of the year. I have this new Essence palette that I threw in later. I haven't used it a lot. It's very pretty. I actually really like the colors in here, even though they tend towards neutral. These colors the browns have kind of a reddish cast for at least two of them. The only one that's an issue really is this one right here. But it's darker, and so I can use it for any number of things. But most of the other colors I really enjoy. But I'm pulling this out. I have to say, I was really surprised for a brand priced where it is. This is as good as it is. We have another Moira. We have the Never Ending Lights. Keeping that in because, yes, we are trying to get the Moiras ready for review. So that's going to stay. That's my bottom drawer. That away. Then our next drawer has one item. You all should know what this item is. And that is the Urban Decay Urban Spectrum palette. I have been using this for a good 3 or 4 months. I've actually done fairly well with it for the most part. It doesn't look like much progress has been made, but it's eyeshadow. I mean, just eyeshadow. Anyway, I'm going to actually pull this for now. We will get back to it because, like I said, I'm going to have enough palettes. So we're going to pull this for now. And next we're going to get into some of my bases. So last month I put in this Hip Dot Perfect Face palette. I enjoy it, but I'm pulling it for now. The Star Surfer. I really like this highlighter, but it's more on the pink end. This one's going to be a question mark. We'll see what I come up with everything else before I decide. I have this Kaleidos bronzing palette. I'm going to keep this for now. Might change my mind. I have this Essence Pure Nude highlighter. We're going to go ahead and keep that in for now. I am going to pull this Milani highlighter. It is sort of a peachy orange. Open. It's not really a gold, but it's a peachy color. I'm going to go ahead and pull that for now. I'm going to go ahead and keep the Laura Geller for yet another month. I am pulling the Ofras for now. I am pulling this particular Kaleidos highlighter for now. The Balm Will Powder. I'm going to keep it for now. That's actually one that I've been pulling for. The ColourPop, I'm still not reaching for it. I'm going to go ahead and pull it for now, and we will see if I can get back to it at another time. Just having trouble with that one. All right, so my base drawer, pretty much keeping everything that's in here. The NYX, I'm still trying to finish that up. The Bobbi Brown, we'll see what happens with that. The BB creams, the pore, this is another primer, it's a pore filler. Bad Habit, mixed powder, my Milani, and my NYX primer. Those are all, like the NYX, the two NYX things are things that I'm actually attempting to use up. These two things I'm attempting to use up. So those are all going to stay put. So in here we have all my Mamacitas. Keeping the Mamacitas in there, keeping my Suva in there. I'm trying to use that up. I do have some other eyeliners though. And so we have a couple of NYX. I was supposed to attempt to review these. I'm never going to get to them. So we're pulling them. I'm going to try giving them to my daughter. Maybe she'll like them. That way somebody can use them. I'm trying to finish using this up. This is from June. This is from June. I think you've got a little while longer. I've been wearing it. When I first got this, I was using this. I think this has about 6 months to a year. So hopefully it's got like a year. So we're okay now. Need to try to use that up. I've been working on using this Carity, which is tagged for the 9th month. Trying to use that up. And this one is the Ico Black Magic. I like Icos, and I opened it up, I think, to show it off. And I'm going to try to keep that in there. So, not needing any more eyeliners in here for a while. My lipstick drawer is also very full. So, let's take a look in here. We've got a couple of old ones that I've got to try to use up that have pink labels. So that includes this Colored Rain. That's got to stay in there. That includes this Ofra. That's got to stay in there. And that includes this ColourPop. And I've got a few things from earlier and later. So I'm going to take this Lottie one out. I used it a couple of times. I actually really like it. But we're going to take that one out. These are new. These are the makeup reviews, I think. These 3, I'm taking them out for now. I will say right now that I'm actually really enjoying the makeup reviews. These are mattes. They are very comfortable. They are got to be the most comfortable matte lipsticks I have ever tried. And I don't like mattes. You all know that. I am willing to buy more of these. This Alamar is from February, so I think I'll keep that in there, even though that's a color I'm not using much. This Super Glazed is from March. Do you have a thingy on you? No date on it, so we're going to keep that in there. This Rare Beauty I'm going to go ahead and take out. This is another half cake. That's from February. Putting that in. And this is a lip tonic. I actually like the lip tonic. I just haven't needed to use this color that much, but I'm going to keep that in for now. So that's going to go like that. All right, so that is everything that is currently, or was for the month of November, in my stash. I'm going to go ahead and put things away, get you flipped around, and we will go through everything else to find what I need. Alrighty, so let's get first into the palettes drawer. There's a specific palette in there that I want to get out. I have a lot in here, but I have one palette in here that is specifically a Christmas palette, and that is this Give Me Glow one. I will show it to you in a bit. And let's see, it's Christmas. We want glitter, so we are going to grab our King, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right or not. King Beauty Dreaming of Glitter. We'll pull that one, and that will be it from there today. Let's see. Let me think. Yes, we have so much on us. I think we're going to leave it at that for that one. Let's see what we got going on. This is all my tools. Do I have anything in here? Actually, I like to use this particular eyeshadow as a blush, so I don't know why I put it in there, but I'm going to pull that. That's a nice one. I'm going to pull that one out. Then I have one. I am going to take out this Gigi Gorgeous. That'll be another one. Do I want my Alamar? No, I don't think I do. Anybody? Most of these are too dark for me right now. That's part of the problem. Most of them. You know what? This lady's old. This one is very old. So I'm going to take that one out, that Hula. I'll show you colors in a bit. So that is a total of 3 bronzers. Let's see in here. As much as I love all of these, none of them are Christmas, really. And we're going to try to stay pretty focused for the most part, because I'm already going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 palettes out. So I think we're going to be done on palettes. I do think I'm going to pull this one out though. This little itty bitty. Yeah, we're going to pull that out. The colors are a little different than what you usually see. That red is more pink, but we're going to pull that out. Okay. And that's going to be it of that for now. Lippies. I think I've got enough lippies that I need to use, so we'll just leave that alone. And then blush and highlighter. I've got some ideas on... Okay, so I have 2 blushes out now. One's dark, one's kind of light. I'm going to put that over, I think. I'm going to grab this one. Yeah, I know, I'm being awkward again. It has that marbling, but it is lighter than... It's more of a... It's not as red. It has a different tone. It's not pink. I'm going to go ahead and take that one out. And that will have 3 blushes and then highlighters. I know one of my highlighters I want, if I can find her. In fact, 2. We're going to take out this Lorella. And where are you? In fact, now I know 3. Okay, we're going to try to pull this out without breaking anything. I'm trying to get stuff, sorry. We're going to take out my Becca that I love. That's a beautiful highlighter. And where are you, baby? Where is it? It's right in front. Don't tilt. It's trying to tilt. We're going to take out this beautiful milk. I'll show you when it comes out. Oh, such pretty colors. It is so hard to get the right highlighters. You know what, though? Now that I'm thinking about it, I am going to put the Lorella one back. And I'm going to take out this beautiful Colored Rain one instead. Tempted to pull out also the Fenty. If we're going to go Christmas gold would be it. Alrighty, so that is everything from there. Humma. Don't need anything out of there at all. Alrighty, so let me put this stuff away and then I will show you my drawers. Alright, so let's show some of these off really quickly though. I have 4 highlighters in here, plus what's in my ColourPop palette. So I don't think I need this one at all. This is going to get put away right now. Don't need it. Don't need it. All right. So speaking of highlighters, why don't we start with showing those off? In fact, I have 5 highlighters. I may not need the essence, but here's the essence. Oof. Here's the essence. Pretty. The Becca, you all know I love this one. This is in Vanilla Quartz. This is a gorgeous highlighter. Look at that shine. This is the Colored Rain. This is their Focal Point Glow Lighter. This is in Luxurious Bling. And it doesn't look like much on here, but it is beautiful. It's a beautiful color. Right next to here. Gives you a much more subtle peachy color. This one's very gold. This one's more in the lighter, has sort of a pink shift to it. And this one is more of a peach. I may rethink this one. Then most of you have seen the Fenty in gold. My only complaint about this one is that it is more glitter than highlighter. But she is pretty. With the Fenty in there, I don't think I need the essence. So I think the essence is going to go too. All right, so we have all... Oh, I forgot to show you one more. And that's my Milk Makeup one. I got an extra of this when my cats broke this original one, so the top of this is going to look terrible. Fortunately, it pressed back in, even if it looks terrible. This is beautiful. I got the NYX Strobe of Genius palette, and it had a lavender in there. And that's when I realized lavender looks so good on me. This is going to be beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Perfect for the holidays. So that is our highlighters. We're going to go ahead and put the Essence one back, like I said. We're going to go ahead and keep the Colored Wayne one for now. So we're going to tuck all of these in. So the blushers include the Laura Geller, which, as you can see, is sort of a... well, let's look at these two together because yeah, this is more of a brown, I think. Yeah. This one will give me more subtle. This is more on the peachy red side. So those are really nice. So those will be the blushes. This is a nice and bright pink. The ColourPop one is sort of between the pink and a ruby. And this is a purpley ruby that's really pretty too. Works very well as a blush if you want something that's glowy for a party or something. I think I was really impressed with it as a blusher. So we're going to keep those. And then we have, I think, where is it? My ColourPop one. Take a look at this. Get in there. So this is the color of my ColourPop bronzer. You can see the Hula. Wow, the Hula is almost the same color. We'll get rid of the Hula. We won't need the Hula. I need to find another bronzer in there, I guess. Oh, so we'll set that aside. But I think most of us have a color that we like when we like our bronzers and our contour colors. We have something that really works for us that's kind of on the seasonal side. As you can see, this one's just a little bit darker, more on the red side than the ColourPop one is. So we're going to keep the Gigi. And I need to find one more. Something just a tad darker. Not a lot darker, just a touch darker. Come here, drawer. Nice thing about these shelves, they come right on out, so I don't even have to turn you guys over there to see it. I need something. So what about you? Okay, so this one might work. What do you think? I think this one's a little bit lighter. My Mented one is too dark. My Flawless is too dark. I know which ones are too dark. Some of these are really... My Color FX is too dark. You're too light. You're too dark. That was my Pure. I actually liked the Pure. A lot of people didn't like the Pure. So that leaves the Estate. Let's take a look at the Estate. May not need it. Something in the middle may not be necessary. Those are practically the same color. This is actually a touch lighter. So we are just going to go with the two. We're going to go with the one that's in the Your Dreamy palette. And we will use the Gigi. That'll be fine. It happens. All right. So y'all seen this one. Y'all seen this one. You've seen the Moiras. I've shown you the See You Later. So we've got this one that I just very briefly showed you. Has a silver, has a pinky red, has a, I guess, a tealy aqua green, and then it has this beautiful purple. We'll keep those. The Give Me Glow Cosmetics, here we go. This one is definitely Christmas themed colors. The two browns, I think they could have done better than that. But you see, I played with it a little bit. I think this finally became a permanent part of their collection. I am not positive, but got this to play with as well. King Beauty, Dreaming of Glitter. This is entirely a glitter palette. There you go. some Christmas colors in there, and then there's some unusual ones. Like this is a gold and red mix. This is a blue and gold mix. This looks like it's a white and blue, possibly a green. Let's take a look at that one. Now, these supposedly do not need much help. I have used them, but I have used them using the glitter glue. Oh, it's got a yellowish cast to it. That is pretty. And then they've got some unusual colors. They've got a really dark gold. They've got this kind of copper. This one is a mix of greens with a little bit of yellow thrown in. This is a mix of purples and blues. It's gorgeous. So we got glitters to play with. We've got our other palettes to play with. Shown you everything that's in, so we will turn you around so you can see the whole thing. Here is our drawers right now. Somehow I still ended up with 8 palettes. But here's all of our lip products. I'm actually much more comfortable with this the way it is now than it was, because it was hugely full before. Now I can see myself using some purples and some other things on top of these, but having just these in here will encourage me to use these older ones and enjoy this one for a while. So I actually should probably, you know what, I'm going to put that one away as I start to lose the drawer. These drawers are so easy to come in. So we're going to go ahead and put that one away and use this month to encourage me to use those up. Okay, and then there's our eyelining stuff. So there's all of that. There is my base products without the ones that I used today. There is my highlighters over here, blushes, another blush, and then 2 of the 3 contours I have, the other one being in a palette. Close, baby, close. I didn't want to close. There we go. My first drawer of palettes, which has 3 of them in it. It has the See You Later, the Christmas one from Give You Glow, the mini from Hip Dot. The bottom one that has the glitter palette, the ColourPop palette, and the Moira. And then these 2 standing outside on their own, the other Moira and the Heavy Metals. So that is my drawers right there for my stash for the month of December. Alrighty, so that is my stash for the month of December. What do you think? I think I'm a little palette heavy, but I seem to always be a little palette heavy. We'll see if I can get to these Moiras this month. I was really using them when I got them in October and early November, and then after that, for some reason, I just had other pretty things to play with. That See You Later palette just kind of took over for me too. It was really interesting when it came in. It was just like, I gotta use it, and I ended up loving it. But that should be no surprise to you guys. I love Violet Voss. You all knew that. At any rate, so that is it for the day, and I hope you like what you've seen. And if you do like what you've seen, I hope you will subscribe. When you subscribe, please hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. I currently upload 2 days a week, Monday and Thursday. However, we do have bonus videos. We've been doing indie brands all year long. That is taking a breather for hopefully the next 2 or 3 months at least, possibly a little longer. We will be talking more about my indie brands, what I've accomplished for 2020 and what I'm planning on for 2021. Sometime in the end of December, early January, you should see that video. However, like I said, for now, we're taking a pause on it, or at least we're trying to take a pause on it. Just, you know, get some... Okay, even he's laughing at me about that. My daughter would just sit here and shake her head. At any rate, we are trying to take a pause on that. My son also opens a geek box usually every month. His father has picked one. We're not getting one for November, obviously. However, hopefully we will see it in December. The dad had some things come up and couldn't get that set up yet. But hopefully for December, we will see something, and we will get back to that because I know you guys miss him a lot. And if you send anything, you don't have to, but if you do send anything, that can also be put up as a bonus video, unless you don't want me to. If you do not want me to open your box on the channel, just put a note in your box, or you can join the domytriesthis Facebook group, which is listed down below, and put a note up there saying that you have sent a box and don't want it opened on the channel. You don't want to be embarrassed by me. I completely understand. I can be an embarrassing person to be around. Sorry. But if you do that, any of that stuff, then I won't open that here. And like I said, you are not required to send anything. If you want to see any of those, you will have to have that notification bell clicked because they don't go up on regular upload days. I will say, however, the actual email part of the notification still isn't working. Hopefully YouTube gets to it soon. Come on, YouTube, do your thing. So if you're part of my notification squad, please check both your bell and your subscription to make sure they're both still active. And if you choose not to subscribe, well, I would be sad and disappointed. However, you are always welcome back here because we love having the company. But if you're going to keep coming back, you know what? Just subscribe. Just help a girl out and subscribe. Give me a wonderful Christmas gift and subscribe. That would be a wonderful thing for you to do for me. Please. But if you don't, you're still welcome back here because like I said, we enjoy having the company. And when you do come back again, don't forget to bring your cup of tea. Alrighty, so we have sat here. This thing has turned like a beautiful, I don't know if you guys can see this at all. I want you to see it. It's a gorgeous ruby. It's a beautiful ruby color. It's gorgeous. It's an absolutely beautiful color. I'm hoping the tea itself tastes as good. We did get some good notes when we first started, so let's see where we're at now. It has cooled off a little bit. Not a lot, but it's actually a little tolerable now. Wow. Okay, so that lemon myrtle is really in there, and I think the orange peel is bumping it. Not getting much of the cinnamon. If I am, it's like a subtle after. I like this. I want more of this. I think this is going to go in the pile of packages that I have of empty tea bags and stuff where I want more. That is beautiful. I'm very, very pleased with that. Alrighty, that's it for the day. Hope you have a good one.